Alex Pereira is a very technical fighter too, bro. Very technical fighter. But I think in that fight, I remember me and you were like, what is he doing? Like, he was just flinching a lot. Like, you know, and I remember I was like, he looks scared. He looks like the pressure's getting to him a little bit. I remember just him throwing kicks. I remember throwing shots to, like, you know, jabs, hooks and everything. I was like, damn, like, this guy was impressive. Then in the last motherfucking round, his corner tells him, like, hey, yo, like, you only have one way out. And literally, bro, if you watch the UFC thing, he says, I am ready to kill. He's looking at fucking Izzy. Guys, welcome to the False Line Podcast here with episode 126, UFC 287, right around the corner in about 24 hours.
48.
From no, Zach.
Oh,
people watch it.
You're right.
You're being so selfish, bro.
No,
you're being selfish. Think about the viewer, not yourself.
You're right, dude. You're right.
You're gonna watch it tomorrow at 9 in the morning.
Yep.
Okay, so
You're
really like
right.
36 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Say it.
36 hours
36 hours of what?
till fight time.
Yes. Our viewers.
Our viewers, not me. I'm selfish.
Yeah. Our beautiful viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need the link, let me know.
Yeah.
You can watch that shit for free.
You have a link?
Well, first of all, I sent you a link before how to watch it.
I didn't, bro.
Yes, I did. When it was that fight that was like during the day when Usman and Leon fought. I sent you the link.
You didn't, bro. But
I did send you the link.
we'll talk about. Luckily, I watch them all for free on TikTok.
Yeah.
But
I sent you the link, or here. But there's links everywhere, bro. And you can just literally look up how to watch them on TikTok. But anyways, if you need help, we can help you. Anyways, guys, it's Friday. It's Good Friday. Let's
make it a great Friday.
Yeah. But it's Good Friday because it's for Christians.
Yeah.
Or in Catholics.
The Friday before Easter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a Good Friday. A lot of you people probably won't be at work or getting off early, or, you know, work is going to be chillax.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope you guys enjoy your Friday and your weekend. And if you're a religious person, I guess bless you. I say that in a respectful way, not in a mocking way.
Did they sneeze?
I just literally said I say that in a respectful way, not in a mocking way. Then you want to make a joke about it.
Okay. Yes.
Like,
God bless you.
No, dude, that's
Or just
like
bless you.
I was just trying to be nice for those people that, like, you know, they're like looking forward to Good Friday.
Yeah, you're right.
I think tomorrow you can eat meat. I don't know how that works, the whole meat thing. I
know
know, like,
some of these viewers be eating meat all night.
that's so stupid. No, bro, like, because I know on certain Fridays or each Friday you couldn't eat meat.
I can eat meat.
Red meat. Okay, but I'm talking about the religion, bro.
Oh.
Like,
I'm being selfish again, I know.
yeah, so I know they can't eat meat on Fridays, and I believe this Friday you can eat meat. I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. If not, you can start eating meat again on Friday. It's just a religion thing.
Okay.
But anyways, Good Friday. Hope you guys have a good time.
Weekend.
Yeah, it's Easter. So again, hope you guys have a great time, but we're going to bless you with a good episode.
Bless you. That was
good, right?
That was good. That was
good. Again, to UFC 287, we'll give a quick rundown real quick. We got Raul Rosas against Christian Rodriguez. Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal. Wait, I skipped somebody.
Kevin, you skipped 2 fights.
Damn. Okay, Raul Rosas against Christian Rodriguez. Kevin Holland versus Santiago Ponzinbbio. Wow, you said that better than me.
I know.
Rob Fonte, I think that's how you say his name, versus Adrian Yanez.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal.
Bang.
Banger. And then we got Alex Pereira versus Israel, the style bender, Adesanya.
Mm-hmm.
We got a stacked
card.
Stacked card. Why are you rocking like you finished out rapping or something?
Like I'm just hyped, bro.
Okay.
Excited like about these fights. Like I know I'll fuck all these dudes up, but it's cool.
Yeah, okay. Anyways.
I wonder how long I would last in the UFC ring. Or you. Probably like 2 seconds.
30 seconds. No, like that just depends.
I think I'd last longer than Ben Askren.
It depends how close they get to you. Like how fast they can get their hands on you.
Yeah, because it'd be over pretty quick.
Just depending. Like if Jorge Masvidal came at you, he'll probably knock you out like right away.
Yeah, because pretty much anybody in the UFC could probably knock me out like with one shot.
Yeah, no question.
Because they know where to hit and
stuff like yeah. Yeah.
And my chin isn't getting fucking hit every day. So
Side note, Sugar Sean, he flew out a fan and he sparred with them.
for real?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, he was like, I guess the fan wanted to spar. Like, yeah, we'll spar. Like, I'll go light on you and kind of just show you how I do it. And
What if the fan fucked him up?
No, the fan got his ass whooped, but he said it was pretty fucking cool to get beat up by Sean.
That's pretty cool.
But anyways, Raul Rosas, 7-0 versus Christian Rodriguez, 81.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Real quick, this is his second fight
in the UFC,
and he's already on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is very crazy. He's only 18 years old. I believe when he got his contract, he was 17.
Mm-hmm.
And he came from the Contender Series. I didn't really watch him. Obviously, like a lot of fans or casuals. I say that in a funny way. Like a lot of casuals or people like us, we learned about him, I believe, on his last fight, which he was on a pay-per-view. And he subbed.
No, he was preliminary.
He was on the prelims?
Yeah, this is his first pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's so crazy. He's on the second fight and he's on the pay-per-view.
Oh, I guess on the prelims, he subbed somebody out that day or that he was on. So, I mean, he's impressive. I personally haven't seen him fight.
You didn't watch that fight?
No. I watched highlights
I didn't watch it live. I watched it after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's nice.
So we'll see. I mean, he has a bright future. I mean, he's 17. He was 17.
He's 18 now, yeah.
Yeah, and then got a contract at 17, and now he's 18, and he's at his first pay-per-view at 18 years old. I believe he's the youngest one to do it.
Yeah.
So it's really impressive. I really hope the UFC takes his time with him. I hope he takes his time with everything and kind of just goes at the pace that is shown his way, like versus just trying to jump, start in front of people, or just just overall he takes a good journey to the top. So it's gonna be exciting to see him fight on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's why I think this card is so stacked, because right off the bat he's the first guy. Like the first fight. Mm-hmm. And everybody wants to see him fight because they're like, yo, this kid's 18 years old.
Yeah, his first fight, bro, he got performance of the night.
Yeah, which is insane.
So, I mean, he's
impressive.
He's good. But I think he has a bright future. I think it's bad that he's in it so early, because if he does it for, Jorge Masvidal, like, for instance, is 38 years old.
Yeah.
Imagine if this guy... Raul goes till he's 38, 20 years of getting your head knocked, bro.
Yeah.
Your life expectancy is probably not that good.
Well, also, I'm sure a lot of these fighters have been fighting since like 18, but just probably not at that high level.
Yeah,
like
not fighting against professional fighters, but
because I'm sure they have like a lot of like, backyard fights or like amateur fights or like Muay Thai fights, stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, that fight's going to be real exciting. Don't know too much about Christian Rodriguez, if I'm being honest.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, but I'm sure the fight will be good. It'll be a good matchup. But we got Kevin Holland versus Santiago Ponzinbbio. I fucked that up again.
Ponzinbbio. There you go.
We both know who Kevin Holland is. I believe he's the one that fought Hasmak, Chimaev, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
know. It was Kevin Holland. It was Kevin. I'm getting him confused with somebody else. But Kevin Holland and Santiago, and that fight's gonna be really good, bro. Because I believe, I forgot what fight it was where Santiago fought, and he just obliterated his opponent. And he's a big, swole dude. He's a striker. He's really decent on the ground. And Kevin Holland, well, we know overall he's just a good fighter.
Yeah.
But the biggest difference I think in this fight, bro, Santiago's like, he's just like swole, bro, and Kevin Holland's like real skinny and lean. So we'll see how that
could be a good thing, though. Yeah,
we'll see how that fight matches up. It's gonna be really good, bro. I'm gonna be excited for it. And then we got Rob Fonte. I don't know how to say his name, against Adrian Yanez. I hear a lot of hype about that fight, bro.
I don't know who either of those people are. I'm a casual, so
yeah, I don't really know their names like that. But again, just watching the UFC content, watching some content on TikTok, like about these guys. They're talking about how this fight, and both of those guys say like they're gonna get fight of the night that day. So both of them are brawlers. They stand up.
We'll see.
It'll be a stand-up fight, bro, and they'll be swinging. So it'll be really exciting to see that fight happen. And all I know is that this guy, Rob Font, like he's how do I say, like, the UFC, at least in my opinion, are making him seem like very promising, But also too, like, again, like I told you earlier, he got beat by Chito Vera, and I believe he got knocked down. I believe like all his past 5 fights, like he's been knocked down. I mean, he's won them, but he's been knocked down, you know. And then the biggest thing is that Adrian Yanez, he's like a finisher, like he's a striker, like he'll sleep people. Yeah. So it's gonna be exciting to see if like Rob Font can like handle that pressure or just getting hit by Adrian Yanez. So we'll see. I don't know if you want to say anything before we get into these two main fights.
Not about them two. I mean, are we giving our predictions now or at the end?
At the end. So, co-main event could be a main event on a different card if possible. Yeah, we got Gilbert, Jorginho Burns versus Jorge Masvidal.
Judas Jesus,
Game Bread, whatever they call him.
Is that what he called him? Judas Jesus, right?
Yeah, I think on the back.
Baptizing motherfuckers.
What?
Says I baptize people.
Oh yeah. That's true. What is he called? Street Jesus.
Street Jesus. That's what it is.
Yeah, Street Jesus. But whatever you said, that's true too.
Judas Jesus. I think. Yeah.
No, not Judas Jesus. Street Jesus.
Street Jesus.
Yeah. And Game Bread. That's his Instagram name. So
Game Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his actual nickname.
Yeah. So real quick, we talked about Jorge about like 2 weeks ago. We both said like he's not as good. Stuff like not
bashing him, but
yeah,
just saying
but
like
kind of like nah, he's not all that. Like he's nice, but not all that. Mm-hmm. Now, real quick, I guess your opinion, and just tell me like overall like Jorge's past fights and notable wins, and also like notable like not as impressive wins, like just his career to you, I guess. And thoughts on Jorge.
Yeah, Jorge, I think he's a good fighter. Like I said, like last time we talked about him, I just think he's a street fighter, and he's kind of not as technical as he should be in the UFC. Obviously, he's in the UFC for a reason, so he's a great fighter. In my opinion, his whole career is defined by the knockout of Ben Askren. Mm-hmm. And even though people have hated on me for saying that, I will not change my mind about it because that's the only thing I've seen. Mm-hmm. And he has notable wins against Darren Till.
Yep.
And Nate Diaz.
Yep.
Two guys who in their prime were very, very good. But I've been trying to tell people Nate Diaz was on the way downhill.
That was probably the beginning, like literally the beginning of his downfall.
Yeah.
Because I rewatched that fight, and bro, he was getting like beat up by Jorge.
Yeah.
Jorge, and one thing I will say about that fight, Jorge showed like a lot. Like that fight, I think it was a 5-round fight, and I think he got stopped at the 4th or the 3rd. I don't remember.
I think it was the 3rd.
But like overall, like Jorge dominated every round, bro. Like kicking him, punching him.
Yeah.
Elbows, like everything. Like he was throwing everything. I was like, wow, this Jorge looks nice.
Well, but
yeah, I was just gonna say
you can do that against Nate. Because he don't mind getting beat the fuck up.
Yeah,
because he wants you to get gassed out because he knows that he's got a better chin than you.
Yeah. So, I do want to say that like also it is against Nate, someone who's gonna stand there and take it versus someone like Kobe or Usman who's probably gonna shoot at you and take you to the ground. But and the reason why I mentioned that, I was like, I just want to highlight, like, if the fight's standing up, Jorge he's really skillful, like really, really good. And to talk about other fights that he had that were not probably as impressive or where he came short, we'll talk about the first time he fought Usman. I think it was like during COVID on like a 5-day notice or something like that.
Get the fuck out.
No. This is the first fight.
Oh, the first fight.
Yeah, the first fight. And a lot of people don't remember that first fight because it was during COVID. And it was like on a like a 5-day notice. I forgot who Usman was gonna fight. And then Jorge got gassed the fuck out. But they went all 5 rounds, bro. It went all 5 rounds. But Usman like also he dominated that fight, but for some reason, Jorge hung in there for those 5 rounds. Like he didn't get hit as hard. He had a few good strikes against Usman. But overall, like, Usman was just a lot more better conditioned, and he just took him to the ground. And, bro, Jorge was, like, dead at the end of the fight. And he said, like, I just wasn't ready. I had to cut fucking weight. And he's like, I was just not ready to fight at all. He's like, but I couldn't, like, not take that chance for the title.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. So, and then I believe they run it back, and that's when he gets knocked the fuck out.
Knockout of the year.
Yeah, and
I mean, he didn't even know what happened. He woke up. He was like, "What happened? What happened?"
And what's crazy is that I was one of those people who's like, oh, Jorge's like, he's gonna do real good. Like, he's trained, he's nice, like, you know, whatever. And he just got caught, and it's crazy. He like just the way he got caught was insane. And he mentioned is how he got caught. He's like, man, I just didn't think he could hit that hard.
Yeah,
you know,
it was like instant, like out.
Yeah. And Usman's not like a striker, you know, like and he's a decent striker. Like, he's a really good striker. I'm not even gonna say decent. Like, he's a really good striker. But he's just Usman's like an overall just good, really good
He's
fighter.
good at everything.
Yeah. So he falls short twice against Usman. He gets knocked the fuck out. And I mean, I just think it's crazy how he has a knockout. Like, he knocks somebody out like that, and then he gets knocked the fuck out like that. So it's pretty funny how that happens. So then after that, we know that he fought Kobe, which, you know, they had like bad blood, and it was just nasty to see. So I mean, when you first heard about that fight, like, kind of like, how did you feel about it, or, you know, what you think about it?
I thought Kobe was gonna whoop him.
Really?
Yeah, I think Kobe is. I've never really thought Jorge was great. Like, almost every fight since I've known him, it looks like I'm a hater of Jorge, but I'm actually a big fan of Jorge. I just recognize him for what he is. Every fight that he goes into, I've never said, "Oh, I don't think I've ever said." If I have, then my bad. But I've never been like, "Oh, Jorge's gonna win that fight." I'm always like, "Jorge's gonna lose that fight."
Yeah,
I love him. He's a great fighter. In some aspects, I just don't think he can hang with these
elite guys.
Top five. And so every fight he does, I'm like, he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose. And I've usually been right, except for against Ben Askren. I knew Ben Askren sucks. And then Nate Diaz, I thought Nate Diaz was going to win that fight. But
but I mean, you're right. When he fought Kobe, again, I was like, this is another opportunity for Jorge to show that he's like a top fighter, because, you know, we know Kobe's history as well. And kind of just fell short again. Just Kobe came at him with the wrestling, and he just couldn't hang with it. And again, Jorge showed a lot of good things in that fight, but he showed that he can't defend the takedowns. Yeah. And he got drained. And I believe he got tired in that fight, and the fight itself wasn't that good to me, I think.
No, I think it was it had so much buildup because of all the bad blood.
Yeah.
It turned out to be a pretty boring fight.
But to be honest, and I don't know if Kobe was just scared or he was just trying to win. I don't know what he was trying to do, but
I think he just wanted to win.
Yeah, but I was like, bro, if you want to, like, whoop his ass, like, stand up there and, like, take him to the ground and then, like, hit him, and I don't know, like, just beat him up for real.
Well, some of these fighters, like, and some of the reason that some of these fighters are good is because they know they can win by points.
Yeah.
So because they're technical, like Colby Covington. He's a good fighter, but if he really wanted to, like for Jorge, for example, he knows that Jorge can only win if he knocks him the fuck out. Yeah. So I think Colby was running, making technical moves, doing all these things to get points, because he knew that if he didn't get knocked out, he was going to win points. So. Yep. And Jorge, I think in the back of his head knows if it goes the distance, he's probably gonna lose. Yeah. So he's gotta finish somebody.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, like, as a fan too, and it's like if the bad blood's like that, then like scrap a little bit, you know. I don't know
for sure.
And also too, about the whole ground game thing, I feel like they need to kind of switch up the point system for that, because sometimes, like, there's fighters that just go to the ground and do nothing.
Yeah, like,
you know,
like Islam and that one.
And Volk. Yeah, and I was just like, bro, like, I don't know. That's just a whole nother conversation, but that's my opinion. But I mean, that's Jorge. I mean, he's fell short against these top fighters, and now he has an opponent, which is Gilbert Burns, which is a top fighter that kind of slowly been making a name for himself. Yep. And I mean, we'll talk about a little bit about him. I first heard about Gilbert Burns when he actually fought Usman. I don't know if you ever watched that fight or not.
No, I watched it. That was the first fight I watched of his too.
Yeah, and I believe it was during COVID too, and they kind of used to train together. They had some history, and like I said, I remember watching that fight with my cousin, bro, and I thought Gilbert Burns was gonna sleep Usman, because Usman got, like, dropped and rocked. Yeah. That first round in that fight, and then
started off good, and then he got
real good. And then he got TKO'd by Usman, which was really even more impressive from Usman to do that. But one thing to mention is that Gilbert Burns is a fighter. He's a scrapper.
He's a striker for sure. Yeah.
But he's also has really good jiu-jitsu. So
yeah, he's a four-time world champ. Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So
and I forgot the last guy he fought, but we all know. And one thing I will say about
Hamzat was his last fight, right?
He tapped somebody out. But one thing about Gilbert, bro, he fought Khamzat Chimaev.
Yeah.
Like, he fought him, bro. You got to understand, like, not once Khamzat made a name for himself, nobody wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
And people still don't want to fight him. That's why he doesn't have a fight. Listen, I'm just being real.
Yeah.
So, and I understand why you wouldn't want to fight him. Like, he's fucking scary, and he's a dog, bro.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't care what weight class he's at, bro, but he is good.
Yeah, he'll be good whatever he does.
So for Gilbert to like take the fight, bro, like that, and then on top of that, the weight. Did you see that fight?
I watched it after the fact. I didn't watch it.
But you still watched it, though, right?
It, yeah.
But bro, that fight was crazy. Like,
yeah,
you've seen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you've seen Chimaev. He all his fights, he slept everybody or tapped
tested
him.
Bad.
And
he got tested.
He got humbled, and that fight could have went either way, in my opinion.
Yeah, wasn't it a decision?
That's
what I thought.
Yeah, and that's how Khamzat won. Which, like I said, either way, it could have gone either way. But whatever. So the point is that Gilbert Burns stood there, got hit by Khamzat Chimaev, which is a bigger guy, and I think he's a lot bigger than Jorge Masvidal.
Oh yeah,
and I think he hits harder than Jorge Masvidal.
Sure, yeah.
I don't care what Jorge has to say or his background, but he's a bigger dude. He's gonna, in my opinion, he just punches way harder. So for Gilbert to take those punches and then stand there and scrap with someone like Khamzat Chimaev, and also like to go to the ground and defend those takedowns, because also too Khamzat, he has amazing ground game.
Yeah, he's a dog,
and like he's a beast. To me, he's gonna be like one of the best fighters of this current like UFC era, I guess. But you kind of got to give it to Gilbert Burns for taking that fight and just fucking dogging it out there, like, because it was so impressive. And I think that's why in my opinion, and I'll mention it later too, like Gilbert Burns is gonna come on top, because to me he just has it in him. Like, he's a bigger dog. And he's just fought more dogs, in my opinion. And when he, like I said, he fought Usman, he fought Khamzat Chimaev. He hasn't fought Kobe. And I know Jorge has fought Kobe, but besides that, like, bro, it's crazy. One thing to mention, or I don't think you want to say anything about Gilbert Burns.
No, not really. You covered it pretty much. But he also did fight Usman.
Who?
Gilbert.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Oh, did you say that first?
Yeah.
You were talking so long about.
Yeah, Gilbert. And I'm a fan of Gilbert, bro. Like,
well, you were talking so long about Khamzat. I forgot that we talked about Usman.
Yeah.
Okay, did he even mention Usman?
No, I did, bro. But I'm also a really big fan of Gilbert, and I think I want to see him champion, bro.
I like Gilbert Burns. Yeah, we'll talk about our predictions at the end, but yeah.
And one thing to mention, Jorge also said, bro, on one of the those videos, I don't know if it's the one that we were just watching or one of the other vlogs that the UFC came out with, but Jorge said that if he doesn't beat Jorge, then what is he doing? That
he don't beat Gilbert.
Yeah, that he'll just probably call it quits.
Yeah.
And I guess, how do you feel about that?
I mean, that? It's like he already took defeat.
Yeah.
Like, so the UFC fighting is just as much mental as it is physical. So he's already making a plan for if he loses. And if you're fighting in the UFC, if I lose, shouldn't even be in your fucking vocabulary.
Yeah.
And I think he lost his hunger because he's got other business ventures and things like that.
Yeah.
So I think that right now he's like, if I lose, I'm out.
Yeah.
But Gilbert was like that. I mean, why would he say that? Like, Gilbert was like, if I lose,
who's next?
Yeah, like I'm not going nowhere. He's still hungry. So Jorge, by saying that, showed that he doesn't really care to be in it anymore.
Yeah, or in his mind, he already like kind of
he's already checked out.
Yeah. No, not just checked out, but I think in his mind, like, he already is like, all right, like, if I lose, I still got this though.
Yeah,
you know, I don't think he's checked out. I think he's definitely ready to fight, and I think he wants to fight because he knows this is his last shot at the title. But I think if when he said that, I watched it when he said it. And he said it so casual. He's like, man, like, if I don't beat Gilbert, it's just like, what am I doing then? which is like, okay, I understand that, but also too, it's just dude, like I don't just like you said that publicly, bro. It's just like it makes me think that you have a way out.
Yeah.
You know,
like keep it to yourself, and then after the fight, just
just be like, hey, yo, like nah, man, I'm not even thinking about if I lose right now. I'm just thinking about beating Gilbert Burns, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Like I said, I think Jorge and Gilbert Burns, both of them have a chance at the title shot, depending how the fight goes for either of them. Whether they're the next one up or the runner after that, I think it definitely could be one of them.
Yeah.
And we also said like Jorge has his boxing business now, and
and that was he had
past weekend,
last weekend. So I think that, and like you said, I think him mentioning that retirement after his fighting career or after this fight, if he loses, I think it does have to do with his boxing promotion or boxing, whatever he has, boxing, game bred boxing or whatever. Yeah. I think that, especially because he had an event last weekend, it's like, well, is that kind of keeping him from completely focusing on?
Because he said he didn't go to the event. He said he wasn't there because he was focused on training.
Yeah, but I mean, in the back of his head, it's still his business. And
yeah, for sure.
I don't know though, but
also depends how much he's involved, because they could just be using his name.
Well, and I mean, yeah, he does have a team that kind of runs it, but it's still at the end of the day his business. So I think it might be a small distraction, maybe not a big one, but I think it is a small distraction, and any distraction during training camp or in the UFC is dangerous.
Yeah, it's like a small vulnerability that you have that could be taken advantage on the ring. So, but like I said, we'll see how this fight goes. It's going to be a very, very exciting fight, and I really can't wait to watch it. I really hope it goes to distance to all 3 rounds. He's going to say, I think it goes to distance, but either way, I think it's going to be a really good fight, and I just hope we see like just like a brawl, you know?
I hope we see the best version of both of them. Fighters.
Yeah.
Because they're both, Gilbert's, 34, 35?
I don't know, to be honest.
I know Jorge's 38.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's almost 40.
Yeah, that's true.
So if we're going to get another good fight, I don't think he makes another championship run either way, but I think if we're going to get a good fight out of him, it's got to be this fight. Like, it's got to be this fight. Like, give it, pretty much leave it all in the ring, win or lose, like, just fucking do something.
And, what was I going to say? Like I said, this is probably their last time of the title shot thing, or just a run at the title shot for both of them.
For both of these guys, yeah.
And one thing that was super interesting now that I'm thinking about it, when Jorge was on the Joe Rogan podcast, he said that he's going to run it back with Kobe. Like, no matter what, he's going to beat him up before he finishes. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, like, how you going to say that? But then, like, 2 weeks or a week later in the UFC vlogs thing, you say that if I don't beat Gilbert, then what am I doing? Yeah. It's just like, why you say that you're going to beat up Kobe before you retire, and then you're going to say if I lose, well, I'll just retire. So it kind of just, to me, it kind of just shows that he's just not there. Like, he doesn't.
He's detached from it, I think
man. So, too.
He's not. Yeah, he's not hungry anymore for it.
Yeah, I just hope we see a good fight, though.
I think he wants to take out the people who he has bad blood with.
Yeah.
Just because he feels like he's got something to prove, like Leon and Colby. But other than that, I feel like other fights just don't interest him.
Yeah. So it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it does. No, it does. Yeah, at his age, he just wants to take care of the bad blood and let the rest fall under.
So let's get it to our main event.
Main event.
Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya, bro.
The hunted becomes the hunter.
I have a lot of weird emotions about this fight. Weird emotions, but
I mean, I have my emotions are the same as they were last fight.
Yeah, but let's get a little background. Let's do a little background check here on these boys.
0-3.
But I don't know if you know this, but Alex Pereira said that there was an interview with Israel Adesanya where he was talking about Alex Pereira. And I don't know why they were talking about him, but Izzy was just saying, like, he's just going to be a guy at a bar watching me on TV and going to be like, oh, yeah, I beat that guy in, like, this Muay Thai, whatever, you know. And then Alex said, he's like, when I seen that interview, he's like, that motivated me to do mixed martial arts. Because I think he already had like, he wanted to do it. Yeah. But he said when he saw that, he was like, nah, fuck this. Like, like, type shit. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. And then you fucking just take the belt away from him. Like, I don't know, man.
Third fight in the UFC?
No, I don't think it was his third. I think it was fifth.
Oh, was it?
I think. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I didn't really hear his name until he...
Well, I heard his name when he beat Sean Strickland.
That's when I heard his name, but then...
And that's when he fought Izzy next.
When it got brought up that he beat Izzy, and then you're like, oh my God, nobody's ever beat Izzy. Or in the UFC.
And I already knew about
except
Alex.
For Jan.
Yeah, but I already knew about Alex, but I was like, he still has ways to get there.
You would think.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, just boom. He's there and he's fighting Israel Adesanya.
Have you watched Creed?
Which one? I seen
the
all
third
of them.
one.
Yeah.
It's kind of it reminds me of that.
What does?
Like Jonathan Majors.
Okay. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah.
Like he just comes out of nowhere, gets a title shot. Well, he doesn't win. But
yeah,
it's kind of the same. Yeah,
gotcha. But so they had 3 fights in what is it called? Kickboxing.
One in kickbox or 2 in kickboxing, 1 in Glory something.
I think it's still kickboxing.
I think it's still kickboxing, just a different promotion.
But Alex Pereira knocked him out 1 time, and I think the other 2 times were in decision.
The first fight, Izzy.
I know one of them, Izzy got robbed.
Yeah, that was the first fight. Mm-hmm. Second fight, Izzy was winning the whole fight, then got knocked out. Third fight was this last one in UFC. Izzy was winning the whole fight, then got knocked out.
Yeah.
So the last 2 fights, Izzy has been dominating the whole fight and then got caught.
Yeah.
So
that's their past and overall, and then so Izzy's UFC career has been really, really impressive. Really
impressive.
I used to, and I say I used to because his last few fights I haven't been too impressed by. And I say that his last fight that kind of blew my mind when he beat Paulo Costa. That fight was insane.
That's when I because I always thought I knew Izzy was good, but he wasn't really oh my god, he's the best ever. But when he beat Paulo Costa, I was like, damn.
Yeah,
because Paulo Costa is a bad man.
Yep,
and he's so heavy, so big.
And then I don't know who he fought after that, but I know he
that was when he moved up to
he moved up to fight
Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, Blachowicz, and he lost, and then and he came back, and then I think he fought what's his name? It's this black dude. I forgot his name. Cornier.
Cornier. Jared Cornier.
Yeah, and then who did he? I think he had one more other fight after that, didn't he? Who did he fight when? Well, that is who we fought when Alex Pereira watched that fight. That was against him, I think. Cornier.
Yeah, Cornier.
And again, I wasn't impressed either by Izzy when I seen that fight. I was like, damn.
Well,
bro.
I think that while he was champion, his whole title reign, which was seriously impressive, he was playing. He wasn't fighting to win.
I say his last 2 fights.
Oh well, before Alex Pereira,
yeah,
he wasn't fighting to win. He was fighting not to lose.
Yeah, because
when you're champion, you have to lose.
Well, I forgot who he beat to become champion. I don't know if it was.
That was a long time ago, man.
I don't know if it was Whitaker or I forgot this other guy's name.
It was Whitaker.
Was it Whitaker?
Because he fought Whitaker, and then 3 years later, Whitaker got a rematch. And then he beat Whitaker again. It was Robert Whitaker.
But I mean, his title run and his title reign or defend whatever, it was really impressive. But again, when he fought this guy Jared, I was like, damn, bro, I thought you were gonna it should have been a walk in the park for him.
Should have been an easy fight, yeah. And
it went to distance, and I was like, what the heck, And again, wasn't impressive. Then you got to fight this fucking crazy dude named Alex Pereira, And let's talk a little bit about the fight itself. The last fight that they had, Izzy was dominating the fight.
Whole fight. The whole first round, almost knocked him out.
I almost left him. Which was
he
crazy.
Got saved by the bell.
Literally.
And that's when I was like, oh, this is.
I was just like, oh, yeah, this is a wrap.
We watched that one together, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, and we were like, this is a wrap. And then the whole fight after that, bro, in my opinion, Alex Pereira showed a lot of scariness,
he's intimidating.
Yeah, he was hunting down Izzy, and he would catch him a little bit, but then a few more times too, Izzy would just catch him, boom, boom, boom.
Technical. He's too technical.
And
quick.
Yeah, real quick. But also, bro, I don't think watching that fight, and I watched it again the other day, or this week, the other day, whatever. Alex Pereira is a very technical fighter too, bro. And I think he was. I swear to God, bro. And I don't.
I mean, yeah.
No.
I can see what you're talking about, but
so again, very technical fighter. But I think in that fight, I remember me and you were like, "What is he doing?" He was just flinching a lot, And I remember I was like, he looks scared. He looks like the pressure's getting to him a little bit. And then I remember just him throwing kicks. I remember throwing shots to jabs, hooks and everything. I was like, damn, this guy was impressive. Then in the last motherfucking round, his corner tells him hey, yo, you only have one way out. And literally, bro, if you watch the UFC thing, he says, I am ready to kill. He's looking at fucking Izzy.
That's scary.
And I'm like, and I didn't know this till I watched that.
Yeah, we don't get to really see the corner conversation when you watch it live. So,
but this is when what's his like the referees were like, okay, fight, you know, and they're looking at each other.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm ready to kill, and you can see him move his mouth, and it looks like he's saying that because the face he has, obviously he's speaking Portuguese, so you can't fucking understand. I can't understand, but I'm like, yo, that's insane.
Yeah, that's scary.
And then for him to go into that round and just hunt Izzy down and like sleep him.
Yeah, which it wasn't for me it was a questionable stoppage either way.
Bro, I watched it and it wasn't.
I think it was.
Bro, no.
I've watched it a few times. Not the whole fight, but that
and
part.
I'll tell you why. And I know we kind of
because Izzy was still moving.
Yes, but like literally
putting his hands up.
7 punches prior, or a few more punches than that, Izzy gets caught running, right? And then he gets kind of wobbled. And then he gets punched again. I remember Izzy tries to hold himself on the cage, and he can't even stand up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like falling. He finally catches his feet up, I think, again. And then that's where he starts getting caught, and he starts doing this. And I agree. He looked like he probably could have took some more damage.
But you got to give the champ his credit, bro. Like,
but, bro, Izzy could not stand up, and that's
but
where
he didn't get knocked down.
Like, we can, like, pull it up right now, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, for the champion, bro, like, I understand stopping the fight because you have to because of the fighters, but you got to put some respect on his name and let him get knocked down. Like, let him earn that knockout victory. I hate technical knockouts for that reason.
But, bro, what if, like, also, too, you want to give the champ, like, you don't want to get him killed in that ring, bro.
Yeah, but
like that's how I see it.
The champ is ready to die in the ring. I mean, yeah, don't whatever, but I don't think Izzy was to that point because when they stopped the fight, he got straight up, like stood straight up.
And he
like,
was,
what
he
are
was
you doing?
Yeah, he was pretty upset.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pull this up because I want to tell you, like, in my opinion, like how I felt about this fight.
It's the whole fight.
Don't worry. We're gonna watch it till like right here, bro. For those people, I'll probably cut this part out, but we're just going to watch it before we can talk about it. So he got caught right there already. Yeah. He got caught again there. He got caught right there. Look, he's hanging. Don't know where he's at. He falls. Can't handle. He can't pick himself up. He just took too much of a beating to the shot.
But I understand. And I think no matter what, he would have got knocked out.
Yeah,
I don't think you need to stop it until like let him get knocked out. Like, he's the champion.
Because in my head, I'm like, okay, look, it's 3 minutes and 17 left on the clock.
He wouldn't have recovered. He would have got knocked out. I'm just saying, I didn't agree with the stoppage, but that I'm not a professional fucking.
Because in my head, when I rewatched this, look how much like time and look at all the shots he's taking. This is by Alex Pereira, bro. Especially that last combo right there.
His uppercuts are fucking mean.
Hold on, where's it at? That one.
That one.
And then this one, boom. That one, boom, boom again.
Could you imagine if that last left uppercut would have caught him? He would have been.
Oh yeah. He would have just.
Oh my gosh,
like a UFC fucking like the game, bro. Look at his left hook and right hook. That. It was just way too many. Like, in my opinion, I was like, it's just way too many punches to the head, bro.
Yeah.
And again, I feel you on like just let him get knocked out because I think there was one fight where Conor said the same thing. I think it was against Mayweather.
Yeah, that
one I agree more because it's boxing.
Yeah, and that was at that point I did not like McGregor very much. I was going for Mayweather, so I was happy about it. But watching it back, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I mean, go back into like the whole 5th round thing. I mean, in my opinion, like Alex Pereira, a lot of people think like he's a walk in the park because he has no ground game, and Israel Adesanya is not known to be on the ground, and he
has no submissions.
Yeah, so I understand that part, but I also want to let the people know, Alex Pereira, that was his first fucking fight in the UFC and the main event against Israel Adesanya. You know how much that pressure that is, bro?
Mm-hmm.
And Israel Adesanya has done that a lot of times. The only pressure he has is this guy already beat me 3 times.
Yeah, twice. So, well, now it's 3 times. But.
No, this. Oh yeah. You're right. So I'm just like, so I feel like Alex Pereira was really just kind of like not there, and then I think now going into this fight, bro, he's chilling.
Yeah.
And I was like, when you got that chill, easy mind, bro, you're gonna go in there more chillaxed. Well,
if you beat somebody 3 times in something, bro, you're like.
And then now you did it in the biggest stage ever. Like, it's just not that. I don't know. In my opinion, I was like, he he's gonna be a lot more calm, a lot more cool, and he has less to lose, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest, like what he has done already is so impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
So, overall, like we both know, Alex Pereira is a lot bigger, and the whole, which is insane, bro. That
it's scary. How
he makes weight, and then on fight day he's like 220.
Yeah,
and it's like what the?
What do they fight? 185.
I think it's 185.
Yeah,
I believe it's. We could be wrong, but it's.
I think
like,
it's 185.
It's either 185 or 180. But still, like, bro, you're gaining like almost 40 pounds.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's scary.
And that dude,
He's
I don't know
tall.
if you saw this, spars against
Heavyweights.
the heavyweights.
Yeah.
Like a professional 6 foot, 8?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Professional
crazy.
Chinese boxer heavyweight. I'm like,
God,
this dude is sparring against a heavyweight? Like, what the fuck?
Which is insane. So I guess a little bit about like the fight itself now, like the stuff that I've seen on the internet and then on interviews. Something that I saw that was funny that Alex is kind of like trolling Israel Adesanya, like very quiet and low key. He said after I beat him, he's gonna go to WWE.
Yeah.
He wore the little Pikachu jacket. I don't know if you saw that. He wore the Pikachu jacket because he said like that's like Adesanya's into that shit. So he's just trying to fuck with him.
Yeah.
I was like, he's just wearing like a jean coat with the Pikachu on the back.
That's so cute, bro. Because he probably don't even know what the fuck Pikachu is.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna just fucking troll Israel Adesanya. One thing that's interesting too, Sean Strickland was I saw him there like training with the team. I don't know if how much he's helping Alex, but I thought that was pretty interesting to see that.
Yeah.
And I feel like Israel Adesanya right now, bro, he's being a little corny, like in my opinion, bro.
I mean, I can see that, but yeah,
because he's like,
you have to elaborate.
Well, okay, so in the last fight when they were fighting, he's like, "Oh, like this is meant to be. The stars are aligning for me. Like this guy has beat me twice already. Like now I'm just gonna prove to the world that I'm better. Like I'm that fighter now." And then now he's like, "I already lost twice." And he kind of just repeating what he said last time.
Yeah,
you know, I was like, bro, like it's kind of getting to the point. He's like, the hunted is being hunted or some shit like that. Whatever.
The hunted is now the hunter.
Yeah, so it's just like he's saying that. And then he's like, I'm just like, he put a little fucking collar on. He's like, I'm just a dog waiting to be unleashed.
Yeah, I saw he wore that in the face-offs.
Yeah.
A big ass.
Yeah, and I feel like he's trying to create a narrative for, I don't know, for himself to motivate himself or like to sell more pay-per-views. I'm not sure.
He's also the most known fighter for themes.
Yeah.
Like his themes, he done the Undertaker, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think this is what he wants his theme to be, how he sells his fights, how he gains his fans, like keeps his fans entertained, stuff like that. So
I just feel like it's too corny, bro. Like especially this one, like I feel like you're overdoing it. I was like, bro, this guy has beat you. I like it too.
I like it.
But when a guy beat you 3 times already, it's just like you got to come in there and be like, this guy, I don't know, bro. I just feel like your mind got to be in a different place. I don't know.
I think it's more impressive that he's doing it even after he's got beat 3 times.
Really?
Because you got to think, like, take it to a completely different topic. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
After Deontay Wilder got knocked the fuck out, he came back and like didn't talk.
It was low key.
Was low key. He still got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
But he was like nothing. And Israel, I think it's important that you still maintain
that confidence,
that level of confidence, because
that swag.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder, when he went to go fight Tyson Fury the 3rd time, he just looked defeated.
Yeah.
So I don't see that in Izzy. Like I see.
That's true. That's true. I just wish, like, I don't know, bro. Like I said, him creating this narrative, he's all like, you know, this is my 3rd fight. Like I know I can beat him. Blah blah. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm sure he's confident, but it has to be hard for you to go into this fight, bro, because this guy has beat you, you know, 3 times already,
twice by
knockout. And I was like, and I really only feel the only way that Izzy wins. Well, no, not the only.
Let's talk about that at the end.
We are at the end now.
You said the only way Izzy wins?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. We're not giving predictions.
So I feel like the only way Izzy wins is just like, what is it gonna call it? Like, I feel like he has to win by a KO or TKO, bro. And it was like, if he doesn't win by knockout or TKO, like, and he wins by decision, and if the decision's like sloppy, bro, it's just gonna be like, damn, bro, like
it won't be like,
it won't make up for those 3 fucking losses that you already have. Yeah. So, and especially those 2 knockouts, it's just like, dang, like, bro, you gotta come up there and you gotta like
You got to prove something.
you gotta prove that like those 3 fights were like you just got caught, and this one has to be like a pure dominant fight, you know.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that. But I mean, if he loses, what do you think's next for Izzy, bro? You think he's just like Usman now, just there?
I think he goes back and makes another run. Goes back to the division. I think there's people in the division that if Izzy can't beat Alex, I think there are people that can.
Yeah.
Stylistically. Like a better wrestler, for instance, or something like that. So I don't think it's the end for Izzy by no means. I think he becomes champion again if he loses this fight. He goes back through the division, and eventually gets back to the champion, because Alex Pereira is not the best fighter in the division. Even if he's champion, Izzy is the best overall fighter. And there are people, if Alex Pereira gets a hold of a wrestler, he's fucked.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, we'll see. But I think if Izzy loses, he just fights 2 or 3 fights, gets right back to the championship fight.
Yeah, for sure. What's scary too is just depending how Alex feels about certain things, about being champion, about his UFC career. What if he gets serious about the defending the wrestling? I was like, bro, if he defends wrestling, like he's like decent, at least decent. Like, you know how Leon adjusted against Usman, like just the rest, like
just to do enough to not get taken.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, that's a scary dude.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah. So I know you put this note in there. I was like, if he does win, do you think he goes up and tries to become double champ?
I think now he's probably the only fighter I will ever say this for. I think he could be a triple champ.
I knew you were going to say that. I feel the same way.
Because he's got a heavyweight frame.
Yeah.
A light heavyweight weight.
Imagine him against John. Well, John Jones would shit him. Fuck them.
No, John Jones. Dude, that's not.
Yeah,
that
God damn
fair.
it.
That wouldn't even be fair.
And
so
I only
for
say
that reason,
it's good wrestling.
He won't be a triple champ as long as John Jones.
But what if? I know we're going off topic, but what if John Jones and him would fight, but it was only stand-up game, like kickboxing match?
I think John Jones would still win.
Really? Yeah. I think it'd be a really good fight.
It would, but I think John would still win.
Yeah.
But yeah, not to get too sidetracked, but I think if Alex wins, I don't think there's anything left for him to do in that division.
Yeah.
Because he beat the best twice. Why would you go through that division? Why?
Yeah.
Unless somebody proves themselves and challenge you again, or you go up a division, wait for Izzy to come back up, and then fight again.
Fight Izzy again.
Yeah, but I think he moves up to light heavyweight and becomes champ.
Right now, I think Jamal Hill is a light heavyweight champ, and he beat Glover Teixeira.
Yeah,
which Glover Teixeira is in Alex's corner. But my biggest thing is, like, I want to know how brutal these weight cuts is for Alex Pereira.
It's got to be hard.
Well, I was like, but also too, like, you know, there's people that just can cut weight like that, bro. I was like, is he one of those guys that can just cut weight without an issue, or with his age now, is he getting caught up with the weight cuts?
I think he's like 35.
Yeah, he's not young.
He's in his mid-30s.
Yeah, so I mean, it's super interesting, but it'd be super crazy to see him go up and be double champ, and then like even just have the opportunity to fight fucking John Jones, because that would be a good fight. Because if John Jones,
that would be like 2 or 3 years down the road. I think John Jones is gone by then.
Year and a half. You got to do it quick, bro.
Maybe.
But I was like, bro, because John Jones, he's gonna be what's his name?
Stipe.
Stipe, and then what's next for John Jones? You know what I'm saying?
Retirement, probably.
Nah, he gotta fight like somebody else, bro. He gotta get some money. So let's put our bet slips in, bro.
Okay.
Let's start with the first fight. You know, Raul Rosas versus Christian Rodriguez.
I got Raul by submission.
Okay. I got Raul by decision on this one.
Okay.
And then we have Kevin Holland versus Santiago. I'll let you say that last name.
Ponzinbbio.
Okay.
Ponzinbbio. I got Santiago by knockout.
I got Santiago by decision.
Okay, you got some decisions tonight.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And then we got Rob Fonte versus Adrian Yanez.
I got Adrian by decision.
I got Adrian by TKO or KO on this one.
Okay.
Then we got Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal.
I got Gilbert by knockout.
Knockout. I got Gilbert by that one's hard. I got Gilbert either by decision or submission, but okay. I don't think he knocks out Jorge.
We'll see.
And I think Jorge only wins by knockout.
Yeah,
if he wins.
If he wins, yeah.
And then we have Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya.
Okay,
the main fight. You're gonna put 100 motherfucking K on this fight right now, bro. Okay. Tell me what you're doing.
I got Izzy by knockout.
Izzy by knockout. The bet's in. The payout, I think he's like minus 175. So I don't know what the payout.
Before the championship rounds.
Before the championship. So 1 through 3.
1 through 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Izzy by knockout.
Wow. I got Alex Pereira by knockout, bro.
Okay, so
in the fourth.
We got all the same, but except for the last fight. So
I'm putting 100K on Alex Pereira to win by knockout on the fourth. I think if it goes the distance, Israel wins. I mean, I just don't see Izzy beating this guy, bro.
Hey, the crazy thing is, this is one of those fights that you just don't know because Izzy's dominated every fight they fought. He just got caught. What if he doesn't get caught?
Yeah, and I mean he's dominating a lot of
Pereira
rounds.
Got caught.
Yeah, he dominated a lot of rounds. Israel Adesanya only lost a fucking round, and that was his champion.
And that was
So that's our predictions. That's UFC 287. That's episode 126. I hope you guys enjoy this weekend, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Peace.